Hello?
Hi.
Yes.
Hey, this is Zach. How you doing today?
All right.
Good to hear. I'm with Senior Life Services. Reason for my call is that the other day you had went on our company's website about the state-approved final expense burial programs, and you had mentioned that me would be your beneficiary. Does that ring a bell at all?
Yeah, I saw that. I think I saw it YouTube or
Mm-hmm.
Instagram
Mm-hmm.
advertising somewhere.
Yeah, it's one of those two. Usually that's where we tend to advertise on.
Right,
Um,
right.
Let me ask you this. Were you looking for information for yourself or for a loved one?
Well, this was a burial policy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you,
It would be for me. I put
okay.
my daughter as my beneficiary.
Okay. Now, with these final expense plans, they do go through small, affordable, permanent whole life insurance policies. Now, they are regulated by the state of Louisiana, and they're designed for folks who live on a limited or a fixed income each month, like Social Security, disability, and even our disabled vets. These aren't like your real big, expensive type of plans. These are just small, yet affordable plans that are permanent and would never change on you. Now, does he know that you're doing this for her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Death is inevitable.
Right. Yeah, I get it. Now, I mean, is this something you would want to have her on the phone for? Or is it a decision you'd like to make on your own?
No, that's not necessary. No,
Okay.
but I think what caught my attention, if
hmm
I'm remembering correctly, it was state sponsored, and I do believe it was free or
No, it's state
no,
approved.
state approved. I
Yep.
mean, so what's what's the significance of that?
So any type of insurance has to be approved by the state,
Okay.
regardless of whether, obviously car insurance, health insurance, anything along those lines. It all
Uh
has
huh.
to be approved by the state. So, in the ad it says state approved final expense programs, just so that everyone's aware that, this is approved by the state and it's regulated and everything like that.
Yeah. Okay, I get that. All right.
Now, would a program like this be the first money you would see when you pass, or do you have something else in place, like life insurance or a prepaid burial?
I've got some other things in place.
Okay. So you were just kind of looking for the additional coverage?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I do have on file that your date of birth is July 16th, 1957.
Correct.
All right, perfect. Now, I do appreciate you taking the time to, see how we can help you today. Typically, when I discuss final expense coverage for people, they usually are looking for, one of three things. They want to make sure they have enough coverage for their funeral expenses, any leftover bills, so there's no burden on the family. Or they want to leave a special gift to their loved ones like children and grandkids. And I've even had people who wanted to leave a donation to a church or charity that's had significance to them. Now, how long have you kind of been looking into getting something additional?
Well, I know you got to, and I don't want to insult your
Mm-hmm.
platform and how you do things, but can
Mm-hmm.
we kind of just cut through the chase and get to the coverage and how much it's going to cost me?
Yeah, so let me ask you this. So basically, I got to ask you a couple health questions to kind of determine the best
Right,
plan for you.
right, right.
So, do you have a history of any heart, liver, kidney, or lung issues?
No, I don't.
Okay. How about anything like any cancer, heart attack, stroke, COPD, or diabetes?
No, I don't.
Okay, so no health issues whatsoever?
Nothing on record that I know of.
Okay, all right. Now, are you currently taking any medications?
Nope.
All right, so then no medications. Okay, so nothing doctor prescribed.
Currently, no.
Okay. Yeah, the only reason I ask is just because when we go to put your application in.
Look, hey, I'm 65. I know the game. I know the game.
Okay, I just
Everybody
want to
gonna
make
ask
sure.
that. Yeah, I understand.
I just like to let everyone know because sometimes
And I know they're gonna run everything through my medical records.
Okay.
Understand?
Okay, so I do have a company that would be a perfect fit for you. It is with a company called Pioneer. Now, let me ask you this. How tall are you and how much do you weigh?
I'm 6'1".
Mm-hmm.
I fluctuate between 150, 155.
Okay.
You put 150.
Okay. And then do you use tobacco?
No.
Okay, perfect. Now, in addition to that, some of the carriers, Pioneer, they will offer you discounts based off of how you manage finances. Now, I don't need specific information or anything like that, but do you have an active checking or savings account?
I do.
Okay, perfect. So that's going to help as well. So yeah, like I said, the company we would go with is a company called Pioneer. They have been in business for over 100 years. Most importantly, they are A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Now, with these plans, your rates will never go up, so no matter what happens to your health or how long you have the plan, also the plans can never be canceled by the company, and it stays with you your whole life, which is what you're looking for, right?
Right.
Now, something included with this plan as well is it's called the terminal illness benefit. Now, what that is if God forbid, you're ever diagnosed with a terminal illness and you have 12 months or less to live, what we would do is we would send you a check for that policy benefit amount. That way, you could take care of everything with your family while you're still living. Now, the plan will also build cash value for you, which can pay your future premiums if necessary. So you can borrow from your policy's cash value should you need it in the future. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm familiar with cash value. I used to sell insurance.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was with A.L. Williams.
Okay. Was it like an IMO or was it like a actual insurance company?
It was an insurance. It was term insurance. The whole nation knew A.L. Williams. He revolutionized whole life.
Oh, really? Okay.
Converted and invest the difference.
Right. So, based off of all these benefits and everything that I kind of went over for you, would it make sense to get a program like this in place so we found something that fit your budget?
Well, it's possible. I need to get to the dollars and cents.
Okay, so I have a few different options here because I see when you filled out you would put 50,000 or more on the coverage amount. So I have a couple different options here for you. So
all right.
With this company, 50,000 is the max amount of coverage.
All right.
So for that 50,000 in coverage, it would be $303 a month. All right, and then I have a couple different options here as well. Do you have a pen and paper to write these down as we go over them?
I'm always writing. I got it down already.
Beautiful. All right, so I have one here for 30,000. I have one for 25,000, and I have one for 20,000. Now, for the 30,000, it would be 184 a month. For the 25,000, it would be 154 a month.
154?
Yes, sir.
All right.
And then for the 20,000, it would be 124 a month.
120?
Yes, sir.
124. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What is the average cost for a funeral?
These days, it's 15,000 is what you're looking at. So I actually have a breakdown of everything that actually, as far as funeral costs go, with the burial,
right.
Embalming, everything like that included. You're looking at about $15,295. And again, that continues to go up with everything, just like the cost of living does.
Yeah.
So, based off of these different options here for you, which would you want Brittany to receive when she needs it the most?
Well, I would want the 50. I'm paying let me see something. And I know there are two different types of insurance. I'm paying my term insurance for 15 years. I'm paying $229.35.
How much coverage is that?
100,000.
Okay.
So you see what I'm looking at. That's double of your max of 50,000 coverage.
Because what we're looking at whole life policies. We do have the option for term. I just recommend a whole life, just so you have that, so it's there and it's going to stick with you. You're not going to have to worry about it expiring.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, we do have 100,000 in coverage for a 20-year term at your age for $267 a month.
How much coverage?
100,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's cheaper than what you're paying now.
No.
But you just said $295.
No. I said $229.
Oh, $229. I heard two.
Yeah.
Okay, my mistake. But yeah, I mean that is. I mean, what as far as the whole life goes, what makes the most sense to you? You know, financially.
Well, like I said, I want to have that 50. I'm starting another income. I got 2 income streams already. I'm starting another one Monday. I like the way you presented everything. Do this for me. Since I've got the figures,
so ideally what I was going to say is what we want to do is make sure we can get you approved for this before anything. Before we, go through all this, get the coverage and everything, we want to make sure we can get that pre-approval for you. Be sure we can get the coverage, get the policy sent out to you and everything like that. Really, it's up to you on the coverage amount that you want.
Right. I'm going to get approved. I'm not really worried about that.
Right. Yeah.
Other than age.
No, age with this company, they're 50 to 85. So you're
health
fine.
is it's become really a joke. Insurance companies, whatever type of insurance you're getting, they advertise this what we'll do if this happens, and then when it happens, they try to do everything not to pay.
Right. So there are some companies, they do stuff where, like, if it's like a whole life policy, they'll get you in something that's like a 2-year wait period. So if you pass away within that 2 years, you only receive certain amounts. This company is day one coverage. This plan and company is day one. So that part you don't have to worry about. And then they all pay out, with this company, they all pay out within 48 hours. Brittany's not going to have to wait. Go ahead.
What kind of a premium payment options do I have? Or do I have just the 1st and the 15th? Or
no, whatever day works best for you.
Oh, okay. That's good to hear. That's good.
So as far as that goes, the earliest I could do it would be like the 4th of this month, but I do have a 30-day window where within those 30 days I can put it, whatever date is best for you. And then that way, that gives us time for the approval and the policy to get sent out to you in that time as well.
Right. Let me do this. I got your figures. Let me see. Let me look at my budget. And I can call you or you can call me on Monday.
I mean, so what's your hesitation here?
I just said it. My budget. Let me look at my budget.
Right. So I mean, if it's the budget that's you're worried about with the $303 a month, we can find something cheaper to get something in place for now, and you can always add to that.
Again, it's not so much that I'm worried. I want to look at my budget, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So let's just get you pre-approved. That way we can get everything back. Nothing, no payment or anything like that would come out until whatever day you wanted. Like I said, I have that 30-day window, so up all the way until the 2nd of March. So let's go ahead. We'll get you pre-approved, and then that way, you have that time to kind of look over everything. If we need to move some things around at that point, we can.
Okay, we'll
sound fair enough?
I'll work with them.
Okay. So you want to start with the 50,000, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then, all right. So then it's the 303. And then, yeah, because like I said, I mean, that gives you time, that 30-day window. If you need to move it around, then in that time frame, the policy gets sent out to you, and you even have it in paper to look over. And if you wanted to go over it with me, you could do that at that point as well, too. Now, were you born in Louisiana?
Oakland, California.
Okay. All right. And then I know me is the primary. Did you want anybody as a contingent?
No.
Okay. And then what is the name of your primary care doctor? All right. And then just verify your address that we'd be sending the policy to. And is that an apartment or a house?
Residential home.
All right. And then city?
Marksville, Louisiana.
All right. And then is your doctor in
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. Now, okay, so we'll line this up for the 2nd of March. That way you have that kind of time and everything like that. Now, what is the name of your bank? I want to make sure they are partnered with Pioneer. Okay. Well, I don't know if you opened it in California or something like that.
No, I'm not living there.
Right, but I know sometimes like people open bank accounts in different states, and then sometimes it sticks with that state and everything.
Okay.
Now I do have the routing number on file. Do you have a blank check or bank statement to verify that with me?
You have routing number on file?
Yes, sir.
Oh, so everybody has the same routing number with a particular bank?
So depending on the state. So the way it works is whatever your state is. So my bank's Navy Federal. And obviously we're based out of Florida. So Navy Federal, Florida routing number is, blah, 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 whatever that is. I don't know it off the top of my head.
I just learned something because I have, as much business as I conduct over the phone and computers. I've never heard that.
Yeah.
And
so
I know there's a system to it, but like I said, I just learned something.
Yeah, so every state has a certain routing number depending on the bank. So like Capital One. That's why I was asking you where you opened it, because that'll help me be able to see that.
I got you. So what you needed again, the account number?
Yeah. All right, perfect. And what is your social? All right. And then so all we'll have to do now is a voice signature just to sign your application, because obviously we aren't in person. I'm going to ask you to state your name and today's date. Do you know today's date?
Yes.
Okay. And then it's just a bunch of yes questions. I'm going to sound like a robot for a little bit, but like I said, this is just sign your application so we can get it processed, get the approval and everything, and then go from there. All right?
All right.
All right. So bear with me here. That's all taken care of. I want to give you my office number and my cell phone. Do you have a pen and paper?
Go ahead.
Okay, so my office number is going to be 813.
813.
Yes, sir. 328.
328.
8281.
8281 office phone.
Yep. And then my cell phone is going to be 813.
All right.
525.
525.
0342.
0342.
Yes,
Your
sir.
name again?
Zach, Z-A-C-H. If you ever have any questions, what's that?
I had a good friend in college, prayed for Grambling State. I'm an HBCU grad, and his name was Zach. He was built like a German tank.
Oh, yeah.
He could, no, seriously, he could literally, we played a lot of intramural basketball, and he was a linebacker. Zach could literally stand flat-footed underneath the goal, jump vertically, and slam dunk it. And and I'm 6'1". He was shorter than me. His thighs looked like 50-gallon drums. He was huge.
Really? He played football?
Died. Yeah, he played football. I'm sure you've heard of Grambling State.
Oh yeah.
Coach Eddie Robinson. Yeah, he was from down south Louisiana. Matter of fact, here's another Zachary, Louisiana.
Okay.
Which is like a suburb of the capital, Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Mhm.
Yeah. So when you said Zach, when we
Yeah.
started the conversation, my mind immediately went to him. And here's another, just a little, I guess, relationship builder. He wouldn't let nobody mess with me. Nobody.
There you go.
Nobody.
There you go. That's a good friend to have right there.
Yeah, nobody. And I never did, hey, Zach, man, get my slack or something. Never did. I just, it's just one of them things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you a big football fan?
I used to be, in my older age, you get older, you
Mm-hmm.
can do with it, you do without it, I follow it from a distance now,
I get that.
But, yeah.
The only reason I asked is I'm a huge football fan. That's why I asked.
Yeah. Well, I was like that early, in earlier years. I'm not that old, I ain't that young, but
No.
I've had my share.
Yeah, I'm a big Florida Gators and then Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Doug Williams, he threw for Tampa Bay.
Yep.
Yeah,
yep.
right
back
there
in the
from
day.
Grambling. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know Tom Brady just retired like yesterday too.
I hadn't heard of that, but I figured it was coming.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Should be an interesting off season,
Mhm.
Be interesting.
The least to say.
Yeah, for sure. Are you do you pay attention? I mean, when you can, pay attention to the Saints at all or anything?
Yeah, I follow them pretty closely, and then I'll drop off and miss a week or two.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, that's happened sometimes. Life gets crazy, or like you get distracted with other things. You can't always pay attention to it. I get that because I would like to pay more attention, but sometimes you got stuff going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
But all right, Brack, I'm gonna get this all submitted for you. Just keep your phone by you for like the next 30 minutes, because if something comes back and we need to go a different route, we can do that at a point. I don't foresee anything coming back. Obviously, you're in good health and everything.
So you are in Florida, correct?
Yes, sir. Our main office is based out of Vero Beach, Florida. I actually work from home. So I'm in Dade City, Florida, which is about 40 minutes north of Tampa. Yeah,
I've heard of Dade. Yeah. What's your normal working hours?
So typically, I start working. I usually have a meeting at like 8:00 in the morning. But if you call me, I can always answer that phone call, and then I'll work usually till about 7:00 at night. Just because obviously you're on different time zones than me.
Yeah, you're an hour ahead of me, Eastern. So
yeah, so typically until about 7 my time. If not later, if I have somebody, that I need to, get in touch with or something like that, I can do that.
Understandable. Yeah. Okay, then. Well, we got the ball rolling. We'll see what's going to happen.
Yes, sir. We will get everything set up for you, get it all sent out in the mail to you, and then we will go from there.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right. You enjoy the rest of your day. If you don't hear from me, within like the next 30 minutes, you're all good to go. All right.
All right.
I'll be in touch soon.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.